Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Formula Fiends, episode 12. Very excited for this one. Can't believe we're at episode 12. It's been quite a ride. Excited for the weekend.
Saudi Arabia.
We got another Saturday race, which means we got qualifying tomorrow. Today is Thursday, March 7th, I want to say.
Yeah, I think that's
March 7th. It's about,
Yep.
6 p.m.
6:20.
Pacific time. Beautiful night. Beautiful day.
Beautiful day in Seattle, Washington.
Yeah.
Stoked to do this podcast. Hyped about Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
And do you know why I'm hyped about Saudi Arabia?
There's walls.
That's part of it. It's also like complete opposite track as Bahrain, which we just went to. I feel like Bahrain was like the most Red Bull track you could imagine because it's high tire deg, variation in cornering speed, and that's just like what Red Bull is good at. So I feel like once you have like a strict, newly paved, high speed circuit, could come with some spice.
Newly paved. How much do you think the newly paved will affect it?
I mean, this is only the fourth time we've raced on it.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's definitely a factor because like Bahrain's been there for a minute, like I think like 14 years or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So that's a bigger factor than you'd think. I feel like
The new pavement?
the newly paved.
I would think that's more deg.
It's less deg because they slide around more, but it's easier to lock up on, I guess you could say. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll have to look into that one. Today we are drinking Guinnesses.
Mm-hmm.
This podcast is not sponsored by Guinness, but it kind of is sponsored
Could
by
be.
Guinness.
We love it so much that you guys can't see, but there's a big Guinness poster up there. Should we go over last week's results?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh,
Yeah, we got the whiteboard up.
yeah, back in action. So as you can see, Will beat me on fucking everything. So
Swept him. Sorry, guys.
my mindset right now is it only gets better from here. And very excited for this weekend. I got some cards up my sleeves. We're going to go through betting today. We're going to go through fantasy and our podium predictions, everything you see here. Just lost all my money. Didn't do well in fantasy and 0 out of 4 podium predictions / qualifying. Correct. So,
you want to run us through your predictions and how that
like my
wrong?
thinking.
Sure.
Okay. So I think I was delusional. First race of the season, I was like, a lot of my emotions came through in my predictions last week. I was thinking, Max he's not going to dominate that much, is he? 22 seconds. It just was the most Red Bull Classic 2022 performance, if not more than what we expected. So,
yeah.
and I guessed against that because I was, I think, more hopeful than I should have been. But, first race, we got 23 more to go. So.
Yeah. I think first race of the season and there's no DNFs. It's like, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, that was, I think that's the first time it's ever happened, they said.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So you need to stop watching F1 because
Why?
Hear me out.
What?
Since you started watching F1, Max has won every time. There were no driver swaps after last season.
Yeah. Okay.
No retirements this season. Like,
Max won again too.
dude, you might be a bad luck charm
Yeah. Or I'm just a really good luck charm for Red Bull.
for Red Bull. Yeah.
No, the driver market thing was weird though.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like that.
Speaking of Red Bull, though, did you hear about the latest Christian Horner saga? I know we're not super
The latest
into it.
T.
Yeah, did you hear that the person who brought up all that was suspended from Red Bull?
Oh.
They kicked her out.
Oh, is it a woman?
Yeah,
Okay. That makes sense.
it's alleged tampering.
Interesting.
Yeah, they just booted her.
Like
So-
fired her, pretty much?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so. Or it said suspended, but
Terminated.
I assume that's
See you later.
brush her under the door. What are your thoughts?
Well, yeah, I just don't know anything about it, honestly. And I don't think really anyone does.
Yeah.
The annoying thing about, I'm going to call out ESPN F1 right now.
Do it.
Do you know ESPN F1?
Yeah.
They count?
They're not good.
They're horrible. Guys, and I don't mean this in a rude way, but like you're not reporting on, you're not good reporters. You're not doing good reporting.
It feels like it's run by like a meme account.
Yeah, it's like a meme account.
It's a meme account, but they don't really post memes. Sometimes they do, but it's just like none of it's like investigated, evidence-based
No.
opinions ever.
It's
It's like ESPN's like Formula 1's growing. Let's make an account for this and throw, I don't know, this person in, and they just like it's like it feels like a fan-run account.
It feels very fan ran, and then it's like a verified, legitimate, like ESPN. It's like that's legitimate sports. Like they have very good analysts and like other sports and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then it's like when all the Ferrari Lewis stuff was coming out, it was like before that was officially announced. They were just saying like Lewis to Ferrari, and it's like this isn't really official yet. And it's like, yeah, they got it right, but it's like, what if you didn't? Then you're just telling shit, and like people are believing them because it's ESPN.
Yeah, because it's got the name brand, and
Yeah.
they're just spreading rumors. And it's like, what also pissed me off was like the Max Mercedes talk this week. It's just like, that's not going to happen. Like, he's in the most dominant car. Like, even if he didn't love, like, even if, let's say, like, worst case, Christian Horner did some funky stuff. He didn't like it. Joss didn't like it. They have bad news for like their next engine development. You still stay with the team because they're dominating right now.
Yeah,
like,
he's not going to leave because of some like
behind
political
the scenes stuff.
scandal.
That's like the most non-Max Verstappen thing. Like he's a racing driver and doesn't care about any of the bullshit. Like, he wouldn't just dip to Mercedes because any of that. Like he's gonna be a diehard Red Bull. I just like once I heard that rumor, like even some of the podcasts I like and I respect were like, this could happen. I'm like, guys, do we really think that's gonna happen? Like, no. It's like, of course, there's a tiny possibility, and I think maybe because the Lewis to Ferrari has got everyone saying like anything can happen, but you still got to be realistic about the situation.
Yeah, like is Mercedes even going to be a competitive car? Like next year, maybe with the
New regs,
it could be, but again, we don't know, and it's like, it's so strange to even be like talking about it. Like imagine fucking Max Verstappen and Toto Wolff.
Imagine fucking both of them.
No,
That's what you said.
Is that what I said?
Imagine fucking.
Okay, I meant like imagine them on a team.
No,
Dirty mind, very dirty mind.
Yeah.
That'd
It's
be
just, I could see it working.
It would be kind of actually fucking cool.
I think that pair would actually be pretty good because they're both just like, let's get this shit done.
Racing Jaivas.
Yeah.
Just a lot of bullshit out there, guys.
And I think a lot of the bullshit happening right now is because there's not enough on-track action that people are grasping at any rumor or any off-track drama that they can find.
I agree.
Because it's not looking great competitive-wise currently, which sucks. But
yeah, well, you just got to look forward to things like in the midfield. We've said this a lot, but
Yuki Daniel.
But dude, people talk about that, and like, I don't know if you look at the comments under Yuki's post, but it's like so brutal. Have you seen those?
No, like what?
Because like after the last race, when all that stuff happened at the end, all the comments were like, "You're a child. Like you need to get like you do not deserve an F1 seat." Like things where it's like you're only on the team because you're Japanese and Honda.
Yeah,
which is like, okay, whatever, but it's just so negative. Everything's so negative.
I think that's just a lot of that is because there's so many diehard Ricardo fans.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think with any sport, you're going to get buffoons in the comments.
Yeah.
Like
It's like the dude's 23.
Yeah. And extremely competitive. And like, honestly, like, because he probably doesn't have all the information we're saying. So he might see a different side of it. And of course, we love Yuki. But it's like, yeah, it definitely wasn't cool, but and I think he acknowledged after race, he's like, "I'm sorry, my emotions got after me," which is like
passion. We love passion.
Yeah, exactly. It's respectful. It's like, fucking, this is a stretch, but like back in the day, like Senna Prost hitting each other. It's just like people like are calling them like called Senna like a child and angry and like, I don't know. It's It's part of racing. Like they didn't
Yeah.
even hit each other. Like
Yeah.
chill out, everyone.
Yeah, everyone just gotta take a chill pill.
Yeah.
But it goes back to what you were saying is like there's not a lot of entertainment going on in the race.
Mm-hmm.
But
And I think that's big. So, enough of that.
yeah, enough of that bullshit.
Drama aside, you want to just get into the big stuff?
Yeah, should I just kind of run through what happened last week?
Oh yeah, you want to go?
Yeah, podium. I just got Max first place. I think I guessed Russell Lewis for some reason, 2 and 3, and then I had Charles Pole, so none of those hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
nothing crazy. Beat Aiden by 30 in
And then
fantasy.
fantasy was you had Max times 2, which was big.
Yeah, I had Max, Lewis. I'm blanking. Yuki, Albon, and someone else.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Do you want to
Okay.
say what bets you won?
Yeah, I'll go through bets. So I had Carlos Sainz beating Leclerc in the race, which ended up happening, which was kind of
Good call.
yeah. It was I don't know if that was more of a lucky thing or Carlos actually outperformed him because remember Charles was having problems and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's hard to say
braking.
with his lockups. It looked pretty serious on track. So, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, but hey, I got it. And Carlos drove really well. So, and then I had Daniel beating Yuki in the race, which was kind of weird because I was like sitting there. I was like, oh, this might not hit. And then Yuki driver swap, and it's like, oh shit, like are they gonna actually swap? And then Daniel ended up finishing ahead of him. So that was another interesting one. Kind of like two odd ones, but it's just part of it.
And then you're shouting at Joe to crash the whole time.
Well, I don't know. Was I saying that? Was I, well, no.
You had Bottas, right?
I had Bottas beating Joe, and then you had first retirement.
Yeah, I had first retirement team Salva.
So yeah. So I wasn't. No one to get hurt, but
It
maybe
was
a little.
Mutual.
Yeah, it was a team thing. Team orders.
All right, you want to go into fantasy?
Yeah, let's get into fantasy
for this week.
Aiden,
Oh man.
before we started the camera, Aiden's like, I hate my team. I'm gonna blah blah blah.
So it's tough for me because, like I said, I was extremely bold with my predictions. New start of the season, didn't have Max at all on my fantasy team. Didn't have Red Bull at all on my fantasy team. So, and then as many of you know, each week you can only change 2 drivers without getting a penalty. This week I changed 3, so I'm at minus 10 deficit already.
Wow.
And let me run through my team.
Let's hear it.
So I will go. I'm gonna spice it up and go constructors, then back drivers to first driver.
I like that.
Like kind of
I
how
like
we do
that.
our podium. So my 2 constructors have not changed. I have RB, not Salba. God damn, VCarb. Sorry,
V-carb.
lots of new names. And then I have Mercedes, which I think could be
Interesting.
sneaky good.
Is that new?
No,
You had Mercedes
I
last
had that
week?
last
Okay.
time. I think. No, that might be new.
I think it was new.
I think I had Ferrari
I
last
think you
time.
had Ferrari.
And then I still have Logan Sargent. I still have Yuki Tsunoda, which that might be new either. I don't even know. I'm just going to go through my team. So I have Logan Sargent, Yuki Tsunoda, Checo Perez,
Oh, whoa.
Carlos Sainz, and then my ×2 driver, Charles Leclerc.
Interesting.
So no Verstappen still.
okay.
And I did this because to get Max in my team, I would have had to play the unlimited swap token. And I don't know if I want to do that. I want to give it one more race to be like, is this really my plan for the year?
Mm-hmm.
Because I would have to change everything because Max is so expensive. So I was able to maneuver some stuff and get Checo in there, which I think is a good call. The somewhat proclaimed king of street circuits.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a good call. 2 Ferrari boys up there. Yuki's not a bad pick, and then Logan's your cheap kind of
Throwaway guy.
Yeah.
Sorry,
so
Logan.
it's not my ideal team, and I'm already starting minus 10. But I think I'm gonna do better than last week cross my fingers, and I didn't have to play a token.
Yeah.
So,
I like the Checo play just because he's a Red Bull and like he could maybe get a podium.
he can maybe win.
Yeah, he could maybe win. I like the Leclerc. I'm surprised. So why didn't you do Checo ×2? Run me through that.
I went in between a lot. I was going to, but for some reason, I just don't trust the guy. Like,
Fair.
it's a lot of faith to put him, like, because I could just easily see him, like, hitting a wall or, like, hitting someone at the start. It's just, he's not consistent. And I feel like Charles at least is for sure going to finish the race. Not for sure, but more than Checo.
Well, that's actually extremely debatable, but yeah. Okay.
I don't know. It just, I might even change it again, but that's what I have right now. It was a very just like 50-50. I went back and forth. So
Okay. I kind of understand the trust thing. He actually had a pretty good race though, Checo.
last week,
Yeah.
no,
P2?
I think it was great opening race for him.
That's really all you can ask for if you're Red Bull.
Do you remember
at
what he
this point.
started? It was like
What?
P5, P4.
Yeah, I remember he had a couple good overtakes in the first
Yeah.
like few laps.
So he's
Good management.
He's definitely feeling okay. Yeah, I don't know. I probably should put him at times too. We'll see.
Yeah. Play it through. Okay. I have VCarb and Ferrari as my constructors.
Okay.
And then I got Zhou, Yuki, Albon.
Okay.
So I think it was kind of funny.
I like the Albon call because it's a very straights heavy
Yeah.
track.
I thought I put him in there. I was actually thinking of someone else, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to put Albon in there.
Williams is slippery.
So I think I have all three drivers from Asia, which I think is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Representing. And then I got Carlos Sainz, Max Verstappen ×2. So I kind of got my heavy hitters. I'm on the Carlos train. Last week, for some reason, I had Lewis, which, not for some reason, I guess. Obviously, he's good.
Yeah, you don't know what's gonna happen.
But I'm on the Sainz train.
I like it.
And
Do you know the price difference between him and Charles?
I could look. Sainz is 18.8,
I'm guessing Charles is like 21.
19.4.
Okay, so they're
So
very close.
it's very close.
Yeah, which I think is fair.
So yeah, I feel pretty good about my team. I swapped out. I put Joe in there. I don't know if he was a little overhyped last race, but he had a good race. Played it well. He's a young guy. Kept his cool. Good management. I think he had a few good overtakes too. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
he had to get there somehow.
Yeah. No, he better than I thought.
Yeah.
Also, last week Haas was a lot better than I thought
Yeah.
because K-Mag got 12th, and
Yeah.
remember last year Haas couldn't do anything in the race because of tire drag. That track's high
Oh.
tire drag. So if they come to a track that's low tire drag, are they going to be good? Are they going to be point
They could
scoring?
be.
Like, I was thinking about putting them in my fantasy.
Interesting.
But
I was
I-
thinking about Hulkenberg.
But I didn't have enough swaps to do, which fucking But it could be a move for next week. We'll see. I just thought that was something to keep an eye out on.
That is a really good point, though, to keep in mind that Haas could be a decent team, which is a theme that I've started to notice is that these lower tier teams, like we got Kick, who a P11 on the first race, and then Bottas messed up. It's like we don't really know where he would have ended up, but
Even Logan Sargent was having he was next to Albon. So before he had his wheel malfunction, and then he sent back.
so Williams. So we got these low level teams that are slowly creeping up top, which is really interesting. It could create a really competitive lower third, or even into the mix with McLaren at a certain point in the season.
Yeah.
Or Aston Martin.
Yeah, especially little mixed conditions or something.
Yeah.
And then
And then there's Alpine.
I think if you take Max away from the equation, I know we were saying this last year, that it's very close.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's even closer this year than it was last
Yeah.
year. I think they're just getting stacked on, which wasn't great in Bahrain because I think we saw a lot of DRS trains I think it's
Yeah.
because everyone was in kind of tire management mode.
Yeah, big time.
But if you get a good track for overtaking, I think the midfield's going to be extremely exciting to watch.
But a seal could be really cool.
Brazil's going to be fun. That's so deep.
Yeah, dude, I saw it's like the third to last race or something
it's
like
always into season.
that. But then there's VCarb now,
Yeah.
who is like, that could be a competitive car.
It's also like something to think about, which I've noticed, is that these lower end teams like start better at the first couple races, but then once the bigger teams develop their car more over the year, they kind of drop below. It's because they don't get upgrades as much as the other teams do.
Yeah.
So I feel like Haas always comes in pretty heavy in Bahrain and then just kind of teeters off, and then they're upset and then they finish last. But
Okay.
Who
That's
knows?
something to think about.
who knows?
That's a good point.
Yeah, it's just patterns, but who knows if they're going to come true. Hopefully not.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of like, it's exciting, especially to see Kick or whatever. I don't know. Sauber, whatever
Yeah.
they call it. Like a P11, it's pretty good.
No, it's good stuff. And it keeps the lower end top teams on their toes and
Yeah.
really pushing. I think McLaren could be sneaky good this weekend. I'm not saying
Interesting.
like necessarily
That's interesting.
I'm not saying necessarily podium, but I'm saying better than Mercedes and Aston.
I could agree with that.
Because remember last year they were all like very fast tracks they were good at.
So like high speed corners.
Yeah, like so they're good at Silverstone. They were good at I don't remember where else.
Yeah.
But it was like I remember
Qatar,
like
maybe? Were they good at Qatar?
I think Mercedes was better than them at guitar.
Okay, maybe.
Because I guess that's when Lewis crashed out. They were pretty
Spa.
good.
Where did Oscar get a
I think that
fucking
was
sprint?
Qatar. Was when he won the sprint,
Oh,
maybe.
okay.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Qatar
It was
is-
just like late season. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really remember.
Yeah, I could see Ferrari being definitely on the podium this weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
we'll save it. Save it for your predictions.
I will.
Should we get in betting?
Yeah.
Betting. You want to go first this time?
Yeah. Do you want to talk about your model?
No,
Okay.
I'll talk about it when it happens.
I don't know what that means, but
Like
okay.
when I'm talking through my bets, kind of what my thinking.
Oh, okay. Sure, man. Okay, so let's see here. I played a lot of small bets, so this is me kind of annoying, but
Like how many?
I don't know. You'll find out. We got Aston Martin, both cars top 6. That's kind of one of my bolder bets. That's $1 for 7. So that's a plus 700.
Yeah, that's
Kind of a bold bet.
Lance
but,
is crashing this race.
well, I don't know. I have a really good feeling about Lance. So
he's gonna have a bad one.
okay.
Mark my
All right.
words.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
He's
everyone,
destroying the car. He's destroying the car.
Okay, I'm gonna quote you on that.
Okay.
If he finishes top 6, I'll be extremely excited.
I'll buy you a beer
All right, everyone heard it.
off record.
No,
No.
Will you actually?
No, yeah, I will.
Okay, all right. If he finishes top 6,
If they both do.
if they both do, okay. If that bet's it, okay. Then I got a safe bet. I got Red Bull, both cars top 3 finish,
Yep.
minus 125.
Good bet.
I have Oscar Piastri top 6 finish, plus 200. I have it's $1. I have Yuki Tsunoda beating Daniel Ricciardo in the race. Just kind of like a, I don't know.
Is that minus 115?
Correct.
Thanks, man. I'm locked in.
He's super locked in. And then I got Zhou Guan Yu beating Valtteri Bottas, plus 115, $1 bet.
It's plus 115?
Yeah.
Were they both plus?
No. I want to say Valtteri was like minus 115, something like that.
Okay.
It was pretty close.
Yeah.
And then I have Nico Hulkenberg beating Kevin in the race, $2 bet, minus 165. So he was projected to win that race. Yeah, we'll see.
Is that all of them?
That was a $2 bet. And then I have Carlos Sainz winning the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix.
Dog.
$1 bet to win 40 plus 4,000.
Wait, to win $40?
Yeah. $1, dude. It's
Oh my
I'll
God.
do that.
Dude, we should like put $1 on like all the top 4 guys.
Yeah.
Winning. That would be like
$40.
Dude, the thing about that betting strategy, you
Yeah.
bet like $1 for each on Checo, Leclerc, Sainz, maybe just that.
Fernando, maybe.
Nah, I would say
probably
like,
not even Fernando.
I would say just that, and like those are all probably plus a crazy amount.
Checo, Leclerc, Sainz.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then like if Max
Put like
doesn't
$20
win,
on Max winning or something.
well, no, just don't even bet on Max winning, and then you just bet
Yeah,
those 3, and then
true.
if Max doesn't win, it's gonna be one of those guys, and then you just win like $40.
Yeah. I
Like,
was like
that's-
plus
That's
4,000.
crazy.
Yeah. I'll take and I had like it was my last dollar. I was like, fuck it.
Yeah, so it sounds like for most of those though, you were in between minus 100 and 200 plus.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Oh
which,
yeah.
Which I think is what we need to start doing.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, we'll see. But then I had that Aston Martin top 6 plus 700. But those are just
Yeah.
like that's $2.
I really don't have any faith in Aston Martin currently,
Oh.
but
Yeah. I have faith in Fernando.
like I said, I think McLaren's going to be doing something this weekend.
Okay.
But I didn't bet on them at all. So, what is that?
I got Piastri top 6, which is kind of fun.
Yeah, no, I like that. I was looking at some Piastri bets, didn't end up taking them. But here are my bets. Excuse me, just had to burp real quick. Okay, so I did total drivers to finish the GP over 17.5. So that means 2 cars could crash and I'd still win that bet.
Okay.
But if 3 do, I'm done.
Okay. That's interesting.
What's
that?
So that's minus 220.
Okay.
And I bet $3 on that to win 136. So just kind of conservative,
Yeah, that's pretty conservative.
Like someone might crash into the wall, safety car, but nothing else after that. Maybe I don't know.
3 cars is pretty unlikely.
It's a lot, but it's also this is a very crash heavy circuit because it's very high speed walls.
Yeah.
So lots of danger. But I thought that was just like I looked at my minus 10. I'm like, gotta play it a little bit safe. And then I have Red Bull top 3 finish, both cars, same as you.
Okay, nice.
And I did $3 to win 240.
Okay.
And that was a minus 125 bet, which I liked. So that's $6 in the minus, keeping it kind of safe. And then from there,
Oh God.
we go
Keeping it safe.
Lewis Hamilton versus George Russell. I picked Lewis $2 to win 330, which I feel like is a pretty safe bet. He's won at Saudi before.
You said Hamilton beating Russell?
Yep. Money line.
That's interesting. Okay.
It's like plus 165 for Hamilton. Like that's not a bad bet.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
like-
I'm thinking too much about last race.
Yeah, it's like that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
And then I have plus 650 Ferrari winning team. And I just bet $1 on that. So
I like
$1
that.
to win 650. It's
I like that.
I was just kind of thinking, like, who knows? It's like a little $1 bet to win 650. It was kind of juicy. And then I was crafting in my mind,
Mm-hmm.
mind crafting, plus 1,200. $1 bet, so $1 to win 12. I have Checo winning
Oh wow.
the Saudi Arabia
Interesting.
Grand Prix, which if Max doesn't win, he's the next favorite.
Yeah.
So it's like $1 to win 12. It's like, yeah,
I like that.
throw a little dollar his way. Checo's dancing on the dance floor. He's not doing too much, but you don't know what he's gonna do next.
I could see you losing
That was
all
kind
of
of a
those.
bar right
Oh,
there.
What'd you say?
I said Checo's dancing a little bit on the dance floor, and you don't know what he's gonna do next. It's kind of good. Throw $1 his way. You don't know what he's gonna do next. Strip club reference.
Okay.
I don't know. I thought it was good. Sorry, just chirping my own comment.
Did it rhyme? It didn't even rhyme. Or
No,
anything.
I wasn't trying to rhyme.
Oh.
I was kind of a little funny.
Oh.
Just came out.
Yeah, I like that because. Yeah, like the Checo bet. I was actually thinking about that.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about Checo, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking do Carlos. Plus 4,000.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm like, my kind of strategy right now is like, yeah. So I did like $6 in the minus.
Dude, those aren't even that safe of bets.
They're like minus a decent amount. Like, I don't know. Minus is favored. So
Yeah,
that's what
that's
I was
true.
thinking. And then like when in doubt, bet a little cheeky at the end and we'll see. What if they all hit Will?
That's true. We will see. We will see. Because I mean, it's just it seems like it's a really hard sport to bet on.
I think it's got to be one of the hardest.
I kind of agree.
Because it's so predictable, but not at the same time.
Yeah,
Where it's like, if you want to make any progress, you got to take some of these like bigger bets, but all of the bigger bets are like extreme. It's
Yeah.
like all extreme. It's like either it's like minus 600 or like plus 200. Like there's not a lot of like good,
yeah.
close bets you can really get.
I don't know. Maybe it's just like these past years, like last year, like I don't know. You think it's just because of Max, or do you think it could be arguably more difficult when there's not a guy winning 22
Well, then you're
races or
just
whatever?
like, you would go like winning team, blah, 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 and it'd be like minus 100. And you're
Yeah,
still making
it'd
like
just be
decent
closer.
money. Like, yeah, I think it just would be more even. You're less likely to get it right, but like, I wonder what betting, like, I would love to see what betting was like in the 2021 season when it's just like
yeah,
Max and Lewis fighting.
that would be super
You'd get a
interesting.
Charles Leclerc win in there. You'd get like a McLaren win in there.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
That was
Danny,
Danny,
Rick.
Danny winning Lando P2. McLaren 1-2. I almost cried.
It's legendary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about these bets. It's always fun.
It's good stuff.
My mom hates betting.
She's
She-
old school.
She watched the 60 Minutes about like online betting and was like, you know,
Yeah.
you're not betting, right?
Well, it's like we're betting $10
Yeah.
a weekend, and like we're keeping track, and it's like it's all for fun as long as you're not betting stuff that you need to pay.
True. $10.
Like,
Yeah, it's
You're not. We're not betting our rent money on this shit. Like,
But so let's say I win the $40 and more. Let's say I
Mhm.
win a bunch of money, and then I have this much money. Am I betting that much money? Because I could be down for that.
Personally, if I went up a lot, I would keep $10 that I'm not betting each time, and then
Okay.
bet with that money. So it's kind of like you have like a reserve.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Eventually, we get to a point where they're like, "Yeah, I put a $10 on
$10 on
Joe Valtteri."
Yeah.
It's like Jesus.
Wow. Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be down for something like that, or like, yeah, some sort of reserve idea.
No, I think you decide what you want to do. I was
Yeah.
just saying, like, personally, that's what I would want to do.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah,
But
it's your money, man.
yeah, but I don't know. It could make it interesting. Could make it interesting for the fans,
Mm-hmm.
all our fans that are watching.
All of them. None of you. Okay. Podium.
Yeah, let me get a. Can I take a war?
Yeah, you want to give me one?
Sure, man.
We're about to open up some War Child from Georgetown Brewery. Great beer. It's been a while since I've had it. I was at the grocery store today over at Trader Joe's. It was caught my eye.
7.8.
7.8% alcohol.
they were blue for some reason, or am I tweaking?
They've always been green because it's like camo because it's War Child.
thinking of?
The blues are
Yeah,
Johnny
those are-
Utah.
No, not those. Look up.
What am I doing?
We need Gabe.
I'm just gonna drink it out of the can. Are you talking from Georgetown or just
Yeah, from Georgetown.
Yeah, no, I'll entertain the audience. Saudi. A lot of people, I think, you look at Saudi Arabia, it's an interesting track. Very high speed. They call it the fastest street track on the calendar, even though it's kind of like a purpose-built track. A lot of people look forward to the race because you get a lot of chaos. We've had 2 red flags before in a race, all that. I love qualifying here. Qualifying is, I think, some of the best, besides Monaco's, the best qualifying of the season, in my opinion. Because, well, it depends. Because if Max is just out by a mile, no one's gonna risk their car. But if it's close, I think like you'll see a Charles qualifying lap that will shake your boots. Like he's gonna be pushing so hard that he's getting close to the walls. He's zooming. He's risking it all. I don't know. I'm stoked for qualifying.
I saw that clip from a few years ago where it was like, did you send it to me? Maybe. It was when Max was like pushing really. Oh, are we cheersing?
Cheers.
We're not really a cheers podcast, but
Winning War Child.
yeah. Oh, that's a really good
It's a classic IPA.
classic IPA. Such a classic.
So
Almost like a
classic.
West Coast IPA.
What classifies a West Coast IPA?
I don't really know.
Okay.
Just taste.
What were you saying with the video?
The clip, it was just the fucking it was Max pushing, he kind of like skids out a little bit and then gets like 2 purple sectors and then crashes.
Yeah, that was 2021.
2021 and Lewis got pole.
Do you know the setting of that?
No.
Second to last race of the season.
Oh wow.
They they're like pretty much equal on points. He's pushing to get pole because the thought was if you get pole in this race, you're chilling.
Yeah.
And then like best lap I've ever seen in Formula One, fucking just cooks it a little too much in the last corner.
Mm-hmm.
Breaks his
Last
axle.
corner?
Last corner. That's the last corner of the track.
Whoa.
Breaks his axle. Done. Because during that season I was voting for Max so hard because I don't want to see Lewis win again and again and again. And that was like, you know the clip of Fernando watching it?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
where he's
so.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, because like it's just like one of the best laps you'll see. It's just like the start of it is so good. Like he's up like 2-3 tenths and then
Damn.
does that. Yeah,
That's
just
a
wild.
fucking lot.
And that's and Mercedes had the superior car at that point in the season too.
Okay.
So that was like Lewis had the advantage, and then Max was still building that lap lead, and then just did a little too much in the last corner. And I remember here, like watching, and I'm like, dude, how did the race engineer be like, you're up by this much? I guess they have the delta on their steering wheel, I think, while they're qualifying.
I don't know if they do. That sounds like
think
it would
they
be
do.
kind of distracting.
I think they do.
You think so?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Then why is it always like that's P3? Yeah.
Well, it's because you have your delta, but you don't know what the guys behind you did.
Oh.
So unless you're the very last one crossing,
yeah.
you don't know what that delta really means.
Seems distracting, but also
Yeah, I don't know. It might be driver dependent, team dependent too. But I know it's pretty popular in motorsport to have that. And I think
Okay.
it's not there all the time. It'll flash like when you cross into a next sector.
Oh.
So it's like when you cross from sector 1 to sector 2, you'll see plus, minus.
Okay.
And then like you'll keep
to know if
going.
you can push or
Yeah,
whatever.
I think so. That's my guess. I should look into that.
Yeah, we should look into that. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Do you know who won that race?
It was Lewis.
Fucking hell, man.
I think it says right here, Ham Verbot. Classic.
Sam Verbot.
Classic podium right there.
Yeah.
Verham signs.
What was it? Classic last year would be like.
Alonso,
I remember classic for a while was
Ham Verbot.
It would be like Nor Alo.
No.
Last year?
Like maybe
Like a little
end,
bit.
The end,
Like
like,
a-
end middle. Of
End
last
middle,
year.
yeah.
Like because McLaren wasn't good for half that season.
True. But it would be fucking Lando, Alonso, and Max were on there.
I would say.
Actually, I don't even know.
No, I feel like it'd be like Charles. It'd be like Max, Charles P2, then like a Fernando or Lando.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Because there's always like Charles pole, Max win.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
the meme, just so classic.
Yeah.
Speaking
love
of
Leclerc.
podium and pole, shall we get into the predictions?
Oh, I forgot about that. So I think I started last week.
Let me go.
Prego.
Prego. Bellissimo.
Vamos, Carlos.
Is that a hint?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
Fernando?
Do I know? Or Carlos? No, Carlos. Vamos. Vamos is definitely for Carlos. Fernando doesn't really say that. Okay. pole position, I have Charles Leclerc.
I sucked him off yesterday.
After the interview. Yeah, it's Charles.
The P1 podcast.
If Ferrari gives him a working car, I think he's going to put his life on the line to get this pole position at this track. I don't know. Feeling the vibes.
Wait, we're bouncing back.
Oh, yeah, right.
I got Max.
Max pole?
Yeah.
Wow, wow.
Yeah, I know. It's so boring. So boring.
Okay. No, it's... You don't even need to explain yourself.
Yeah.
P3, I have Carlos Sainz.
Nice. Oh, I keep forgetting. P3, I have Fernando Alonso.
So bold.
Yeah, really
so
bold. Really
Get out of
bold.
here. Get out of here
I
with
know.
that.
I know.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I would love to see it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't... It's just... No.
It's a big Aston Martin weekend. Big Aston Martin weekend.
You want to do a little bet on McLaren versus Aston Martin?
No.
Okay.
I already have money on both of them.
And then P2, Charles Leclerc. So 2 Ferraris.
Me too.
On the podium so far.
Okay. So 2-3 little action.
A little 2-3 action.
Okay, yeah. I have Leclerc too.
Okay.
Yeah. Now this is when Aiden goes, not Max Verstappen. It's someone
guys,
else.
Guys, think about it. Out of all the tracks, there's a lot of walls. It's very high speed.
This is crazy.
Max Verstappen's going to dominate and win the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix.
Okay, that's your prediction?
Yep.
Okay, I said Max too.
Okay.
So
So our only difference is Fernando and who's
And
your
pole.
pole?
I had Max.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think those are all besides Fernando, which is kind of stupid.
Yeah.
I think we're going to be very close.
Yeah, I
we're
think so
thinking, We're
too.
thinking the same stuff.
I have a really good feeling about Fernando.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Are you just calling back to last year's Aston Martin dominance
no.
at the start?
No, just I don't know. I guess they got, what do you get, 9th last race?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing good.
No.
Nothing good. But like you said, a lot of things can happen.
Different track. Like
Yeah,
like
different
very
track.
very different like style of track, I should say.
Different style track. A lot of things could happen. Checo could take out signs, and then all of a sudden, I don't know. A lot of things could happen.
Do you want me to tell you what's going to happen in the race?
No, because you don't know.
Okay. But hear me out.
Okay, I'll hear you out. I'll listen. No, I'll listen.
Okay. So Charles Leclerc.
Wait, start from the start.
No, yeah, I'm going to say Charles Leclerc gets pole.
Okay.
Max Verstappen's second. Checo's third. Okay. First corner. Can you picture the run to Saudi? Turn
Let
one.
me look at the map.
So turn
Is
one.
it on there?
Yep.
Oh, yep, right there.
So turn one is just like a little left, or it's right here, a little left.
Oh, yep.
It's kind of tight.
Yeah, it looks tight.
So what's gonna happen is Charles is on the good side, Max is down here. Max is gonna get a good start.
Mm-hmm.
Charles is gonna be next to him, but is gonna swing around.
Yeah.
And when you swing around, so like if you go wide, the next turn is the apex there.
Yeah.
So Charles is gonna be slightly behind, but is gonna like try to like kind of box Max in and like push him out because they're gonna be very
Yeah.
close. And then Checo's just gonna come from behind and ram Max in the back.
That would be crazy.
Just like so, like they're like they go in and then it's like a little bit slower than Checo expects.
Mm-hmm.
And who's right and Checo's right here just hits Max right in the back, and they both crash into each other. Red
And
Bull
then
and
both-
Red Bull.
Okay.
Mark my words.
Yeah, I mean, we have it recorded, so
Yeah, I guess that's on the record. So
it's on the record right now. would be
imagine
crazy.
imagine if that actually happens.
It's not impossible,
No, I think it's a good setup.
but the real question is,
Am I delusional? Yes.
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Yeah, it's an interesting theory.
It's just a game theory.
Game theory. Okay.
Yeah. We got what? No comments on the last video.
No.
Nothing to read.
No comments.
Oh, we were gonna say comment at the beginning.
Ah, fuck.
Next time. Next time.
Comment,
next time.
guys.
Um,
Questions I love questions.
Questions are so good.
Even the guy who was like, "How'd you screw your thing on the wall?"
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, "Hell yeah!" You got like a real
just like
guy.
a good chirp. Just
yeah,
like a good like. I respect that.
yeah, I loved it. I saw that and I was like, it's like an actual guy. It's not like a bot or anything.
Yeah.
And he's just like
he
curious.
watched our short and he looked at this car from like probably deep in the world, like so far away in this world.
Oh yeah, East Coast
Looked
at least.
on the internet through this camera, saw this and went, "How'd you put
Should we
that
shout
up?
him out?
How'd you put that up?"
I could shout him out.
Yeah, shout him out, please.
Let me shout him out. We could make a TikTok about this.
Like looked at my car and was like, "That's cool. How'd you do that?"
Yeah, and I'm really happy about that because we put it up there, or I guess you put it up there just for fun, kind of. But did you have it in mind?
I had it in mind. I knew it was gonna be in the shot.
Yeah.
Like
I think it's great.
I think it's perfect. Like I moved these over here to put that there. Like
Yeah.
it's fucking sick.
That's cool that a fucking guy saw that.
Yeah.
Sam Bashiri.
Sam Bashiri, shout out, dude.
Thank
Love
you for commenting.
Love you, brother.
Seemed like a chill guy.
Did he
Yeah.
follow us? Probably not.
I don't know. Probably not.
Probably not. It's okay.
Yeah, I don't know if he did.
No, yeah, he'll probably never think of us ever again. But shout out, man.
Yeah, thank you for commenting, Sam. You're a real one. Pro basketball player and TikTok dancer.
Sounds like a Patrick Mahomes' brother kind of situation to me. No, but we're not gassing him.
No, thank you. Thank you,
He's good. He's a good guy. Okay. Anything else? Anything else you want to say?
No, I don't think I have much.
Cool.
Pretty chill ep.
Yeah, just super chill.
We didn't really like talk about the last race, but there's not really much to be said.
There is nothing.
We
to
kind
talk
of,
about.
I guess we kind of covered some stuff.
Yeah, we covered Yuki, Danny. We covered.
Joe.
I guess Ferrari's always crazy to watch. They race each
Yeah.
other so well.
Yeah.
Like, oh
Love
my
it.
god, I fucking shit myself every time I watch it though.
We should remember to do a bit more better recap next time.
Yeah. I just really hope this race is going to be something to think about, something to talk about.
Yeah.
But, that's Formula 1. We'll be here with or without a good race. So
Yeah, we'll be here for a while, guys.
forever. I might be 29, 200 subscribers. Just
Episode. What episode would that be?
Episode 1000.
Yeah, we're just like still us.
we're just doing it. No money, no nothing.
I think that's cooler. I think it's cooler to have like 1,000 episodes and 50 subscribers. I think that's hilarious.
I think you just kind of failed at that point.
No, but dude, it's funny. That's hilarious.
Respect, but I think you kind of failed. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not
what
doing
is
it. I'm not
failing?
doing it for the views. It's fun doing this no matter
Yeah.
what. Like, of course, I think it would be more fun if more people saw it and commented, and then
Yeah.
we'd be able to interact with them. Like, that's the whole reason why I started doing Formula 1 YouTube, is I didn't have any friends that
Mhm.
watched it. So,
That's cool.
that's part of it.
Yeah, because the interaction was like even that Sam guy. It's like we just shout him out.
Yeah. Like on one of my YouTube videos, some dude commented who did the grip for Fernando Alonso steering wheel.
That's
like,
sick.
It's just like, that's fucking cool. And
Yeah.
I looked at his profile and he's legit.
That's really cool.
And I'm like, damn.
Yeah, we need more people to like comment. We need like more non-bot subscribers.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, we got to grind shorts. That's all it is.
Yeah,
And look at us on the podcast just talking about it.
about how to do it.
How to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's fun stuff though.
It's good.
It's not that hard either. Just
No,
like set the
it's
camera up.
so casual. Just drink some beer.
Yeah,
We talked about this shit anyways, so
boozing. Yeah,
it's perfect. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you made it this far in the video,
yeah.
do a shaking hands emoji in the comments.
What if they're on a computer? Don't be devisist.
Do a smiley face.
Yeah, do a colon
Colon
parenthesis.
parenthesis to the outward right. Smiley face. Love y'all.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Good luck, guys. Have a good race weekend. Enjoy.